One of the most important aspects of advantage that we can bring to bear are our corporate and university partners themselves, right? We are launching with, we are never launching solo. And so when you are a pre-seed startup and you've got high alpha innovation in your corner, but you've also got this massive incumbent in your corner, it's a game changer.
Part of the advantage is bringing in an experienced entrepreneur, because I think we all know that the attributes and patterns that lead to success in a large enterprise are often quite different than the ones that are sort of at 0 to 1. What are some of the other advantages that this startup would have?
Yeah, we talk about advantages a lot, and we try to dimensionalize that across a couple different categories. So first of all, the idea of advantage manifests at the earliest stages by choosing the right problems and then diligencing potential solutions. So we're not just launching startups willy-nilly. We are doing months and months of deep analytical work to know whether or not one approach is better than another. So before we even get to a point of saying this should be a startup, we've done all of the legwork to think about all the things that could go wrong and all the things that could go right. So there's an advantage to that level of rigor and intentionality is something that you don't always see if you're operating in a silo. Another huge advantage is the founders that we bring on. We are finding like the purpose-built right founder for the right opportunity. More often than not, the founders that we bring on are like multiple time entrepreneurs. They've done it before. They've done 0 to 1 in particular a few times before. And they see the value of working with a studio like ours because they maybe don't want to bootstrap it. They don't want to go it alone for years and years and years. They want all of the advantages that we bring. Some of the advantages that we ourselves bring are the kinds of support we bring to that startup. There's all the nitty gritty stuff like legal and finance, incorporating all that minutia. But then there's just deep support in terms of market traction, finding more customers. And then importantly, getting that startup to the next stage of funding and getting them in front of the right kinds of investors. But the final thing I'll say, Ian, is one of the most important aspects of advantage that we can bring to bear are our corporate and university partners themselves, right? We are launching with, we are never launching solo. And so when you are a pre-seed startup and you've got high alpha innovation in your corner, but you've also got this massive incumbent in your corner, it's a game changer.